Welcome, friends, to this meditation. And I invite you to just take a few moments to settle in. So, the invitation, if you would like to, is to gently close the eyes. You may want to lower your gaze. And just take a moment or two to choose your position. You may be sitting, you may be lying, whatever is most comfortable for you. Taking a moment to notice the temperature of the body. Am I warm enough? Am I cool enough? Do I need an extra blanket, cushion? Maybe I need a layer less. So, whatever you need. Taking a moment to notice the position of your feet. And its contact with the surface underneath you. Noticing the sit bones. Noticing the weight of your arms and your hands. Noticing the position that you've chosen to place your hands today. Noticing the spine and the contact with the surface. Maybe a chair or a bed, or maybe you're just sitting upright. Noticing if you may want to stretch the spine ever so slightly. Noticing the shoulders, the neck, the facial muscles. And if it's available to you, maybe ever so slightly softening around the jaw, the facial muscles, the neck, and the shoulders. and an invitation to gently let go of any expectations you may have for your meditation today. Maybe it's easy for you to settle. Maybe it's more difficult. And either is okay. Seeing if it's possible to gently let go of any expectations you may have of yourself, and inviting yourself to be present with whatever is here. And you may take a moment to notice how the breath is today. Perhaps it's deep, or maybe shallow up in the chest. Maybe it's slow and easy. Maybe it's fast and labored. We're not trying to change the breath, just noticing how it is showing up in this moment. And you might take a moment to notice the parts of the body that are being breathed. The abdomen, the diaphragm, the front of the chest, the sides of the chest, the back of the chest, the shoulders, you may notice the neck move a little bit with the breath. You may notice the arms and the hands moving a little bit if they're sitting close to the abdomen. You may even notice a very subtle movement of the pelvic floor and the genitals with the breath. Noticing this slight tightening of the clothing with the in-breath, and the slight loosening of clothing on the out-breath. And you may wish to revisit your motivation for meditating today. Maybe it's to bring calm to your system. Maybe it's to be with others in community. Maybe it's curiosity about your inner experience. Maybe there's another reason. Or maybe you're not sure. What might be my motivation for meditating today? And taking a few moments to notice, is there anything particular that's drawing your attention? Maybe there's a particular sensation in the body. Maybe the heartbeat. Maybe an ache or a pain or a tightness. Maybe there's a pleasurable sensation that you're noticing. Maybe there's a particular sound in your environment. Or maybe it's simply the breath. And if there is something drawing your attention, just seeing if you can notice and hold it with a gentle awareness. And then, if you would like to, I thought we would add a short mantra to the breath. So on the inhale, I, and on the exhale, am. I am. So spending a few minutes with I am. And seeing if you can particularly notice the short gap at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. So that the short space in between I and am. So just noticing that little gap. We'll stay here for the next 5 minutes or so. If the mind wanders, just knowing that that's perfectly natural. That's what the mind does. And just gently inviting it back to I am, and particularly noticing the little space in between the words and the breath. The invitation is to gently see if you can expand your awareness, to be aware of the awareness. So see if you can notice the awareness, that space in the gap, and the awareness that is aware of I am and of the breath. So very gently zooming out, becoming aware of the awareness. And as we come close to the end of our meditation today, you may wish to offer any merit that you have gained from today, to offer that to somebody or some people who may really need it today. And then very gently introducing a little bit of movement, maybe a gentle movement of the fingers or the toes. Maybe gently rolling the tongue across the front of the teeth. Maybe inviting a couple of ever so slightly deeper breaths. Maybe noticing any signs that are drawing your attention. Noticing the weight of the hands and the arms. The weight of your sit bones, the legs, the feet. Visualizing the space around you. recalling the shapes, the layout, maybe the colors, the textures. And then when you're ready, very gently opening the eyes in your own time. Maybe noticing the faces on the screen, doing a stretch. Maybe noticing an object or two around you in the room, something that might draw your attention. Thank you very much for meditating with me today. I really appreciate it.